Welcome guys to Home and Garden Fix and Tricks. I'm Michael. In today's video, I'm going to plant two plants in my front yard. As you can see, I'm going to plant a cherry and I'm going to plant an orange. Right, the orange is right down there. So what I'm doing right now is to prepare the hole. I already lined it out, so I know how many inches I'm away from the wall, so that I can get the plants lined up and straight in row. Right, I am not going to go by the original planting distance, which is around 15 feet apart, because I don't have the land space. So what I'm doing is 10 feet apart. So this plant will be planted 10 feet. You can go up to 20 feet if you want, right? But the ideal is 15 to 18 feet apart, because they're not going to go that big. It's orange and cherry that they're going to go like a breadfruit or say a mango, right? So I actually marked this out already, and this is where I'm going to put the hole. But I have gone ahead and make some plugs. These are called zazia plugs, right? The grass is called the zazia grass. Some people call it carpet grass or typical land grass, but it's zazia, right? That's a proper name for the grass. All right, so this is a plug, so I can go ahead and I can replant this grass. So I created some plugs. Because I'm going to take out this area, I'm not going to waste the grass. Some people just go ahead and just dig it up like that and waste the grass. What I've gone ahead and do is to create plugs so we can plant. And I have a number of them up here. See them? Alright, and we have one more. So we have 4 plugs, and we're just going to plant these grass in the backyard. Alright? So, using my knife, I'm going to create another plug. You just come in a little bit closer, chain. I don't take them style. Come in. When I pause, you can go and put the something on here and the gimbal.
Okay.
So this is another one, right? Put that up there. So this entire space now is where I'm going to put the hole. You can go on now. Pause it very much into that now.
Yep, that was quick and biggie.
Alright, so peeps, I use the knife to remove the zazia plug, and I have the side exposed now. So what I'm going to do is to change tool and use my machete to dig the hole. When you're using the machete, put your hand over it, like, don't hold it like this, because your hand will slide down on the blade and it will cut you. Alright, so what you want to do is to look at the plant and look at the depth or the height. In this case, could be the height of the bag from here to the bottom. That's how deep you want to make the hole. Alright, maybe it can be a little bit shallower, but you want to accommodate the tap root, because this plant is a dicot, and dicotyledon plants, especially those that grow from seeds, have a tap root. So the tap root goes deep down into the soil. Right, so you want to dig the hole a little bit deeper than this to accommodate it, or the same depth. In the case of the hole, it will be the depth, but in the case of this bag, it will be the height. And the tap root goes deep so that these trees can anchor themselves and can feed and get water and nutrients deep in the earth's surface. Right? Other plants, such as the monocot, like the grass, have what you call a fibrous root system. So they are shallow, and they run. They're like strand of ear. So one thing that you can do, Tanisha, is to put down the plant in the hole. And you see, mesh with the top. You see that? So that we don't want to dig any deeper. That is it. But what we're going to do now, we don't want to put the root on this hard bound soil. So we're going to loosen it up. You understand?
Yeah.
So give that root some nice soft soil to penetrate. You understand? So we are loosening it up. So we're gonna just stop there. So even though we know that is the exact where we wanted it, we dig a little bit deeper. It's just that this time we're not going to remove this side from the hole. We're going to make it remain. But it is loosened. You understand? Yeah. Right. So we leave that down there now. And this is where, if you have compost, a little bit of sand, this is where you can add it to allow that soft taproot to penetrate deep. But this soil is a good soil, so we're not going to add that. The next step now is to remove the plant. We're going to test it one more time to see if we're at the correct depth. Brilliant. One of the things that you don't want is to plant this too deep. So come in and show you. You don't want to plant it too deep. So when you put it down in the hole, you don't want the dirt come all the way up here, so the soil come all the way up here. So you don't want that. What it will do is to rotten this wood and kill the plant. Oh. So you want to bury it the same depth as it is in the bag right now. So you put it deep in the soil and put back the soil to the same level. Understand? Good. So put the plant sideways like that and just cut it open. Right? If you want to remove, suppose you want to reuse this bag, you could go ahead and try remove it, but sometimes you damage the plant by saving the bag, and we don't want that because the bag is a couple cents and the plant is $1,700. So better you damage the bag and leave the plant. Now you can see the roots, see them, right? Yeah. And when I talk about the tap root, see the tap root? Yeah. This is it. It's deep. So it's a root that travels from the main stem here, all the way down here. So this is the tap root. What I'm going to do now is just to damage some of the root. And you may say, then, oh, you damage the root. But what I'm doing now is to scar them, right? And when you scar them, what do you think it's going to do? By the way, this is called root bound. So this is why the plant is root bound. So this plant, if you never take it out right now, you will have more root, right? And the plant can't grow anymore because it's root bound. So as the root spread, the plant grow and spread. So if the plant is root bound, then it can't grow. You understand me? Mm-hmm. So what I'm doing now is to scar these roots so that the plant will think, say, whoa, I wonder if I go dead or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And send out fresh root. And that will actually initiate or stimulate the plant to grow. Or to send out more roots. And of course, send out more leaves and shoot. You understand? Mm-hmm. Right. If this was in pot, and you see it's root bound like that, it means that it outgrows the pot and it needs a what? It outgrown that size pot and maybe it needs a bigger pot. Yeah. You look frightened. Another thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that what you want to do before you plant it is to find the front of your plant. So you have to find the front of the plant, Bugsy. Look. Looking at this plant, Jaden, where do you think it is the front of it? Do you think it is this part, that part, or that part, or that part? Where do you think is the front of the plant, Jay? Where do I think is the front? Yes. This plant, this part? Yes, sir. Alright, looking at the plant like that, Jay. Looking at it like this. Come chin. So, looking at it like that, and looking at it like this. Which direction you think it's better?
Actually, this one looks better.
Of course. So that one look better, don't it? Yes. You can see one branch going that way, one branch going that way, and another branch coming this way, don't? So we say this is the front of the plant, and we say this is the front because of how the branches are oriented. You see, if the plant did have branches equally around, then it wouldn't really have no front. Anywhere could be the front. You get what I'm saying? So we say this is the front side. So when you look at the plant from your yard, because you're planting the plant for yourself, you know, that's where you want to look. You understand me? Also, because we're in a yard, Chin and Jaden and whosoever is watching, you also want to orientate the branch so that one branch will go that way, one will go that way, and one will grow up. You don't want this branch to go over the neighbor. You understand me? So that's why we plant it like that. So hold this for me now. So I'm going to turn this now slightly. See that? So that this branch go that way, that one go that way, and this one go straight.
Yeah.
Right? That is it. When you plant a plant like this and I come and I look at it, I know that it is not a novice that planted. It's a person with experience. You understand?
Yep.
So the next thing now to do is to backfill. So you put it down like that and you're going to backfill. And you want to squeeze the soil down. And what I am doing now is to lock the air pores, right, in the soil. But the best way to do it is actually when you water it. Because when you water it, the pores will lock, and it will lock around the roots and make contact. Very, very important to lock the air, to close out all the air pores. You understand? Because if you don't, and then the roots of the plant is not making contact with the soil, then you're going to have a problem. Okay. So you want to do that. You will realize that the amount of soil that you have it looks like it is too much. You realize that it is too much. Like I said, whoa, all of this come out of this. Yes, it's because what you have done now is to increase the bulk density of the soil by digging it up. So because it was so compressed when it down in there initially, it's like you ram it and compress it, right? So what you do now was to disturb all of that. So that is why you have excess soil. Notice that you have more than you need. So you see it now? I put the soil exactly where the soil was, where the plant was in the...
It looks nice now.
In the yard. In the bag, rather.
That he just put it in the floor.
You see that? What I'm going to do now is to make what you call a ring. Right? I'm going to make a little ring around it now, so that water can settle down in here. What you want to do now is to put a lot of water, right, as much as possible, to lock up at the airspace. You understand me? So that the roots can have contact with the soil. And I think that's it. Right? That's the only thing to do now is to clean up the area. And Jaden will do the honors of cleaning up the work area. So what you will do, Jaden, is to take up all this grass and this extra soil and stones and put them in this. Okay?
Okay.
Good. I plant them grass around the back. That's it, don't you? So, hold on now. Video again. So people, what I'm going to do now is to plant the cherry. This is the cherry here, but I'm not going to take you through the process again because it's the same process. Yeah, but so when I finish planting the cherry, we'll come back and we'll do the wrap up of the video. So see you then. So the cherry is going to the plant. So, ladies and gentlemen, even though this is a little bit dark, the plants are planted, watered, and the only thing left is for them to be mulched. I don't have any mulch to mulch them, and by mulching I mean to cover the area around the plant so that it can retain, the soil can retain its moisture content, so we don't have to water it. And also it helps to reduce the impact of soil erosion. That's when the rain falls and so forth, splash erosion and the like and the sort. So that is that. This is the orange and this is the cherry. Brilliant. I have to put this support here. So I'm going to anchor the plant to it because the cherry is a bit, its stem is a bit slender. So I have to give it some support. So I stake it. So if you look at them from this way, you can see them line up all the way down there. You only have the plugs leaf to take up, and that's the one. So I'm gonna probably video it from this end and show you. So that's it. They're in line, and hopefully in the next 3 to 4 years we can get orange, and maybe less than that, maybe 2 to 3 years, because it is a bud. It is a grafted variety, but the technique that we use is practically budding, but I'm just going to use the word loosely when I say grafting. So this is a bud orange. It is bud, so it's going to produce fruits sooner than if it was grown from seed, and most times orange or bud are grafted. All right, so that is it. The cherry, 2 years I'm giving you. 1.5 to 2 years. 2.5 to 3 years I'm giving you. I can get fruits. Alright, and see the rest of the yard here. So that is it. Thank you very much, guys, for stopping by, and I hope you would have learned a thing or two from this video. Thank you very much, and remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel Home and Garden Fix and Tricks. For Home and Garden Fix and Tricks, I'm Michael. Peace. And also thanks to Jaden and Tanisha. Big up Tanisha from Roots Girl Chin. She helped out a lot. She was the person with the camera. So go over and support our channel, Roots Girl Chin. Alright? Big up Jaden. See me over there playing with the dog. JJ. Alright. Peace out, people. So ladies and gentlemen, this is 3 weeks after I planted the orange and the cherry. And this is just an update. You can see it's sending out new shoots right here. Alright. And I have some growth right here as well. Alright. For the cherry has grown quite a bit. All of these are new shoot from right here to all the way here, from right here to all the way here. That's new shoot from right here to all the way there, and from there to there. So the cherry is doing extremely well, as expected, because it's a fast growing crop, and that is why I said within a year or say a year and a half we will get fruit from it. So they are doing extremely well. All right, especially the cherry. That's the orange there. So as I said, this is just an update after 3 weeks.